Just going through some news here, and new asteroid tops NASA's impact risk chart. 1.2% chance of 2032 collision. And the way it sounds, it's approximately the same size as the fragment of either asteroid or comet that was the Tunguska blast in Tunguska, Russia in 1908. We're going to kind of go through some of this. Be sure to like and subscribe. And let's hit it. New asteroid tops NASA's risk impact chart. 1.2% chance of 2032 collision. The asteroid designated 2024 YR4 jumped to the top of NASA's risk chart with a slim but measurable chance of striking Earth in just 7 years. We'll go down to the nut of the article here. As noted, the current 1 in 83 odds of an asteroid impact are preliminary. Astronomers will refine these estimates over time and gather more data. According to NASA, Jet Propulsion Laboratory Center for Near-Earth Object Studies calculated impact probabilities can easily be inaccurate by a factor of a few, and occasionally by a factor of 10 or more. So what's the caveat? Let's dive into 2024 YR4 and what sort of danger it may pose to our pale blue dot. CNOS reports the asteroid is 180 feet across at speeds of impact estimated at 10.76 miles per second. The center reports 6 distinct possible impact events between 2032 and 2074, with the highest likelihood impact being in 2032, December 22nd of that year to be exact. Feel free to mark the date on your calendars. It's important to point out the possibility decreases with each subsequent pass as the asteroid makes. So, maybe the Mayans were off by a couple years, or we just misinterpreted it, but that's pretty close to the Mayan date. Just having a little conspiracy fun there. But, in all seriousness, that was approximately the size of the fragment that exploded over Tunguska, Russia in 1908. This is an article here out of scienceorigin.com. The Tunguska event. What really happened in Siberia in 1908? On the morning of June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion occurred in a remote area near the Tunguska River in Siberia, Russia. This catastrophic event flattened an estimated 80 million trees over an area of 2,150 square kilometers, or 830 square miles, and generated a shock wave that was felt hundreds of miles away. We'll go down here. The space rock was approximately 50 to 60 meters in diameter. Going back to measurements here, 50 or 60 meters, 55 meters across. And from some of the estimates I've heard, right here, releasing approximately 10 to 15 megatons of energy. Now we know what 10 to 15 megatons of energy looks like. We know very well what 10 to 15 megatons of energy looks like and how truly devastating it can be. This is the Ivy Mike test of our hydrogen weapons. This is a declassified film. I invite anyone to look it up. You can find it anywhere. A number of declassified nuclear explosion footage is available on YouTube here. I encourage everyone to check it out. It's a sober reminder of the world today, but also it can be an enlightening lesson into what could possibly, literally, fall right out of the sky. And that was Ivy Mike. That was 10 megatons. We did that in the 1950s. So we are very much well aware of what 10 megatons of destruction looks like. This is not something we want to have hitting anywhere. Anywhere. If this hits the ocean, the tsunami would be immense. It would be immense. Obviously, if it hit land, it would be devastating in a populated area. It would be one of the, if not the greatest natural disaster in the history of mankind. I guess we found a use for NASA after all. You're not going to have SpaceX looking for these rocks. You're not going to have whatever Bezos is Blue Horizon, I believe, whatever it is. He's not looking for these space rocks. Somebody has to be looking for these space rocks. This one is tiny. 55 meters is virtually nothing in the grand scheme of it. 180 feet is tiny, and that can release that much energy. The one that destroyed the dinosaurs was about 6 miles, and that was a planetary event. So there's our purpose for NASA. You guys watch the skies and come up with ways to stop incoming objects. It's like Graham Hancock talked about on the Joe Rogan Experience. And that would be a great function of NASA. In addition to everything I said in my NASA video a while back, they still have a purpose. And preventing something like this from hitting Earth, or even bigger, I'm down with that. I'm down with that, and I'm willing to spend tax dollars to prevent it. So, NASA, you have your purpose. There it is. Find the space rocks. Tell us where they are. Come up with plans to deflect them and prevent any disasters. Maybe even find a way to mine them. We do know there's minerals up there. Capture them. This isn't without the realm of possibility. It's not science fiction. The technology exists today. So, keep an eye to the sky. 2032. 1.2% chance of hitting us on December 22nd. The Mayans might have been just a day off in their calculations. And a couple years. Who knows? Just spitballing, having a little fun. But if it hits us, that won't be very fun. But I do appreciate you coming by and listening. And I thank you.